Building a bank from the ground up. This is what we will do in our today's session. Banks have a long history, and the oldest still existing bank was founded in 1472, which is still operating since then. Nowadays, banks have immensely increased in size, have a huge impact on our financial and economic well-being, and play a significant role in our everyday life. Just as one example, some of us might have an active memory of the most recent global financial crisis from 2007 and 2008. The 2007 housing market crash caused an economic exceptional situation very close to what can be called a financial collapse in many countries of the world. For instance, in Europe, the crisis still is one of the drivers for the European debt crisis. If you are interested into the causes and context of the 2007 and 2008 financial crisis, I strongly recommend watching the movie called The Big Short. The movie tells the course of events of the housing market crash and feels like a thrilling crime story, though it is a complex topic. It has an exceptional cast and the movie is very close to the real events and their background. My guess is, as you are watching videos on this channel, I think you will enjoy the movie The Big Short. Most of us have probably already seen it. The business model of a bank, which we will follow in our session, looks simple at first glance. On the other hand, when looking into all the details, we will soon recognize a lot of numbers and performance indicators are involved and need to be managed. Setting up a bank in Capitalism lab, Banking and Finance DLC, is easy and done in 2 steps. However, bringing a bank to success can be a challenge. First, the first step is always to establish the bank headquarters. It will consolidate all bank activities, lets you manage the bank business parameters and performance indicators, as well as holds your injected equity capital. The bank headquarters will also manage your corporate customers. A bank headquarter is always required. The second step is to establish bank branches. Bank branches manage your private customers. Bank branches retrieve deposit from private customers and lend money to private customers. It is not required to set up bank branches. However, running a bank successfully in the Capitalism Lab, Banking and Finance DLC will require bank branches. To better understand the Banking and Finance DLC, and because I know that many of us have various questions, I will continue with the kind of frequently asked questions, which hopefully explains to us how banks work in Capitalism Lab, Banking and Finance DLC. First, what does a bank need to be successful? As we all know, banks are making money with money, whereas technology companies need research and development. Retail companies need consumer products. Manufacturing companies need factories. Mining companies need natural resources to operate successfully. And profitable banks, of course, need money to be successful. Banks need a lot of money. It is hardly possible to run a bank only on your own money from your own corporation, even if you have a very high initial capital. To really ramp up the bank business, you need more money than the money from your own corporation. So, how does our bank get access to more money? Through your bank branches. Your bank will retrieve money from private customers. Private customers will put their money onto your bank by deposits. In exchange for deposits of our private customers, your bank will pay an interest rate to the customers. Paying interest rates to your customers will be a large expense for us. The deposits of your customers are our liabilities, since customers can take away the deposits from our bank. In this case, our bank owes them to pay back the money. How do we attract customers to deposit their money in our bank? To retrieve deposits from customers, the bank branches follow a similar model as the marketing mix and the 4 Ps for retail stores. A place with a high consumer traffic is important so that consumers enter the bank branch. For promotion, we will invest into ads and city local media firms to establish our bank brand. The service of our bank, the product so to say, is represented by the service quality. It can be improved by training of staff and reducing the waiting time for customers by establishing additional bank branches in the same city. The interest rate corresponds to the price of our bank service. The higher the interest rate, the more we pay to customers for their deposits. And it is assumed that customers prefer higher interest rates over lower interest rates. Those aspects define our market position in the competition. We will try to build bank branches in places with high consumer traffic and try to reach higher values from our bank brand, our service quality, and our interest rate than our bank competitors. And having done that, we will retrieve a lot of deposits in short time. Our bank has expenses by paying interest rates for deposits. How does our bank earn money with deposits? Our bank earns money with loan interest income. Our bank will give loans to customers and the customers will pay back interest rates, which will generate the banking income. Therefore, the interest rate income from loans must be higher than the interest rate expenses for deposits. Whereas the interest rates for deposits are quite stable, the interest rates for loans will vary a lot. Our bank asks for higher loan interest rates, the lower the credit rating of the loan receiver, which leads us to the next question. Does this mean we should give more loans to customers with a low credit rating because we earn higher interest rate income? Clearly, the answer is no. A low credit rating means that on average, our customer has a higher probability to not pay back the loan. This occurrence, when a customer is not paying back your loan, is called a default. A default is very expensive for our bank. Therefore, I recommend to not at all lend money to customers with credit ratings C or CCC. Ratings between CCC and C have a high risk profile and are extremely speculative. But what if all customers decide to take back the deposits and our bank runs out of cash? If all customers in a short period of time take back their deposits, this is called a bank run. If customers start to believe that the bank gets insolvent and their deposits get lost, the customers may start to take their deposits away and initiate a bank run. This can destabilize a bank and lead to a sudden bankruptcy. To reduce the risk of bank insolvency, specific measures can be put in place. What are those measures to avoid a bank becoming insolvent? First, it is a good idea to limit the money from customer deposits which can be used for loans. This can be set with the loan-to-deposit ratio. For our bank, we will allow that 80% of deposits can be used for loans. Therefore, we will set the loan-to-deposit ratio in our bank headquarters to 80%. The remaining 20% serve as buffer to be able to have enough liquidity, means cash, to pay back money in case of cash withdrawals from customers. Please note, if the loan-to-deposit ratio gets too low, the bank runs into the risk of becoming unprofitable, as interest expense for deposits may exceed interest income from loans. On the contrary, a loan-to-deposit ratio above 100% means that the bank itself borrows money to reloan it, and not all loans are backed up by deposits. Usually, this is only done if the borrowed money can be reloaned at higher interest rates, or simply if a bank is losing deposits from customers switching to competitors. What is the capital requirement from central banks in Capitalism Lab? To improve the robustness of banks against unexpected losses and eventually avoid insolvencies of banks, central banks and financial regulation put capital requirements on banks. As example, Basel III is a framework of international standards in banking as response to the 2007-2008 financial crisis. In Capitalism Lab, the central bank requires our bank to comply to the so-called bank capital ratio. In our session, we set this value to 7%. The bank capital ratio is the ratio of the bank equity capital to its loans to customer. Hence, the bank capital ratio is calculated by dividing our equity money by the loans to our customers. The equity money is provided by us, transferring money from our corporation to the bank and by the bank's income. Our bank must keep the bank capital ratio above the minimum requirement of 7% to be compliant to the central bank's requirement. If our capital ratio falls below 7%, a notification will ask us to act. How do we get the bank capital ratio back on track? To increase the ratio of equity to loans, we must transfer funds from our corporation into the bank. This increases the equity, or also called net assets in the bank balance, by the transferred amount and increases the bank capital ratio. What are reasons that the bank capital ratio is below the capital requirement from the central bank? Especially at the start of our session, when our bank deposits are growing fast and the loans are also growing, the bank capital ratio decreases quickly. In the beginning, we will inject a certain amount of equity into our bank. More and more customers will put deposits into our bank, and we will use the deposits for giving loans. So it is natural that the loans grow. If the loans grow and the equity is constant, the ratio will decrease. After huge growth, the ratio will eventually decrease below the capital requirement, and we must transfer more funds from our corporation into the bank. It is a good idea to keep our bank profitable and only transfer funds due to reasons of growth. What else can we do besides managing our banking business? Besides our banking business, we can earn money with investments. In our session, we will also play the role of an opportunistic investor. We will invest into companies, and with our knowledge on business strategies, we will bring them to success and sell them with a much higher price at the stock market. The Capitalism Lab, Banking and Finance DLC, is one of a kind and brings simulation of banking business to a high level and depth. If we master the Banking and Finance DLC, in my personal opinion, I would say we have understood the business model of banks. Whether we are ready to take over the responsibility of a real life bank, I leave the judgment to you. Now let's start the game. This is the main menu of the game, and in today's session we will start a new game. We will start a custom game. I prepared upfront a script for the settings of this scenario, building a banking investment company. Let's load the script. We will call our corporation name LP Corporation as usual, and our name is Light Proton. The corporate color is yellow, something which is easy to spot on the map. Now let's start. This is the environment of our scenario. We have a corporation which has 500 million of initial cash, so very high capital we have from the start. It's the 1st January of 1990, and we are in a scenario with 4 cities: London, Frankfurt, New York City and Hong Kong. By the way, those are cities which also have one of the largest stock exchange markets on the world. We will start in Hong Kong. And in Hong Kong, we will establish our headquarters. Before we do that, we will check with our corporation and our own personal expertise, and we'll decide how to invest the knowledge points. What I usually do in this scenario, we have 20 knowledge points at the start. I usually put it into training because I believe training would help us to improve the service quality, also helps us in theory for firms which we will not own because we do purely banking investment, the efficiency of the staff. So now in Hong Kong, we will first of all, for higher transparency, but also for later, maybe to pay to us an salary, establish corporation headquarters. And we will also add all the departments to the headquarters. However, we will not update any of the settings as this is not needed for now. And additionally, now we will start our bank. So first step is to go into banking and finance and build a bank headquarters. Bank headquarters are quite expensive, not only because the building and the ground need to be bought, but also because there's an initial transfer of funds in the bank equity. Let's do that. We will set it directly next to our corporation headquarters. This is our bank headquarters. And what we see here already is the interest rate for a savings account. It's very low. The reason is that also at the moment the interest rate of the central bank seems to be rather low. Yeah, and the interest rate for a 1-year deposit is 1.2.5%. Currently, of course, we have no deposits, not from local customers, not from corporations or game persons, as we just starting the simulation. Also in loans, nothing is there for now, but what we can do here is to already manage and set the parameters of our banking business. As we learned in the introduction, this is very important for us to set it appropriately. We see here for different credit ratings, the loan interest. And what is easy to spot here is that with the highest credit rating, AAA, the loan interest is rather low. But still, it is above the 1-year time deposit. So with the deposits, if we loan it to borrow it to other customers, we still have a positive spread. And this loan interest increases now. And on the lowest level, just C credit rating, we have a 9% even. Yeah, this sounds very attractive. And it's easy to think, so let's get as much as possible loans in this category. But with this credit rating, we also have a very high level of defaults. And defaults we will see in the first month, will create huge losses to our bank because it means we lose money. Therefore, my suggestion, and for this scenario, we will exclude C and CCC credit rating. And we will not give loan to any customer with those credit ratings. So we set it to 0, and all of the other credit ratings, we will accept loans and the allocation will be just equal. Also here we can set the maximum loans to assets ratio. So this means how much of our money we will loan and borrow to other customers. And as said in the introduction, we will put it to 80%. This is a good average value and a normal value for a bank, also in real life. Please remember, having it above 100% means that there are more loans than deposits at the bank. And this usually only happens if a bank reloans money. The bank itself borrows money and reloans it, hopefully for a higher price and hopefully not being in some trouble. The current loans to asset ratio for sure is 0% as nothing happened so far. Then also what we can check here is, by the way, we will not only loan money, give loans to private customers, to local customers, also we give them to corporations. We will see this maybe later. We will even by ourselves maybe take loan from other banks. Let's see. This is the defaults overview, nothing interesting here now. Also the competition overview, not so interesting as no competitor showed up so far, but this will happen very fast. And the financial statement, and we will have a look at them very often now. The income statement, the balance sheet. Here we see also the bank capital ratio, which we have at the moment. The number does not make sense. And the required bank capital ratio. This is the 7% we set in the game settings. So we need to have an equity capital ratio, equity capital to loan of at least 7%. At the moment, this is not an issue. We're setting up the bank already. 76 million of equity capital was transferred from our corporation into the bank headquarters. And there's no load, so everything is fine for now. Later, when we need to fund more equity capital from our corporation into the bank, we will use here this function, and we will fund equity and inject it into our bank so that our ratio increases again, because loans for sure will increase a lot as we are growing now. That all the transfers, the logs can be seen here. So 1st of January 1919, we here see the 76 million. As we know, we will grow quickly. I will do now the following. I will already now right from start ingest more of our capital, corporation capital, 200 million, because I want to avoid in the start to always transfer small amounts of capital into our bank. I will simply do a big one at the start and let's see how far we get with the 200 billion. Probably it will be enough, maybe not. Let's see. transfer to bank. So the bank cash is 276 million. This should be enough for the first days. Now, as we have the bank headquarters, we of course also will set up the bank branches. For the bank branches, we will go into each city and set up a bank branch to attract the local customers. And we will start this here in Hong Kong. And here in the banking and finance section, we will simply now create, build, and enable bank branch. Yeah. Let's find a good spot with high consumer traffic, as this is important to get 75 customers into our bank branch. Yeah, it's like a retail store. Yeah, we need customer traffic. And now this is our first bank branch for Hong Kong. Yeah, in Hong Kong, we have again the same setting for the interest rates for deposits for a saving account. Yeah, we will leave it for now. We also can set a training budget for the staff in the bank. Yeah, we will maximize it, put it to the maximum value, as this is one of the reasons why a customer should decide for our bank instead for the competitor bank. The staff skill level is 40, but it will increase with a high training budget for this branch. Yeah, the customer waiting time is 0, as no customers, no waiting time for sure. Yeah, this will increase after a while when more customers come to our branch. And the overall quality of service is determined between staff skill level and customer waiting time. We also have a brand rating for the bank, and the brand rating for the bank can be set with marketing. So we will link to media, local media of the city later. Yeah, now we don't do it as no competitor so far showed up. We are the only bank branch in Hong Kong on 1st of January 1990. And there's, of course, there are no deposits. And we will do this now with all cities. Yeah, to grow quickly, we will establish bank branches in all cities right from the start. We still have some initial cash. Yeah, not much actually. We know why. And let's see where we can put it. The bank branch for London. Is this a good spot? 57, 51, 42, 39 even. Let's pick this one. This one, 57. This is good. Also here, we set the training budget to the maximum amount, and we move on now to Frankfurt. Yeah, in Frankfurt, we will also establish a brand. I think I already saw a good spot. Bank branch. It is here. Yeah, right in the center of the CBD. It has a customer traffic index of 69. Yeah, it's good. Also here, we will increase the training budget to the maximum value. And now next we go to New York City. And also in New York City, we will establish a bank branch. Where's a good place? Let's see. $66, not too bad. 42, 57 around here. 41. Let's pick this one, 57. It's also good. Yeah, also here, increase trading budget to the maximum. Of course, this will increase our costs massively. However, now we are done. That's first. Before we start now to let the time go for the first month, we will also look into our second business we want to establish. We will not only manage our bank here, as we said, we will also act as an opportunistic investor. And opportunistic investors buy stocks from companies to gradually increase the shares of the company and then buy the company and manage it, bring it to success. And when the company has a very high stock price, sell it again with a high margin. Yeah, this is a little bit risky, as you never know whether the company will really get to success, but we will try this for today. And therefore, let's quickly scan the corporations we have in the simulation. Yeah, and we will sort it by market cap, as we for sure will not buy the very expensive ones. We will start with the very cheap ones. Yeah, so for example, here the Lunar Vitality Corporation, has the highest market cap of 1.340 billions, yeah, too much for us, yeah, for sure. This will not be possible with our bank account at the moment. 88 million, yeah, this will be not enough at all. Yeah, we will probably take a loan or we will issue bonds. Let's decide later. But what we have here is, for example, here we have with lower market cap, we have some companies, yeah, specialized on electronic products. Probably for a start, not the best one. It's a little bit too complicated. Electronic products, apparel, food, beverage, watch, photography, tobacco, cosmetics, furniture. Logic is in furniture. Quite not so low market cap of 250 million. This will be expensive, but furniture is good. We know that furniture, especially at the beginning, and capitalism lab scenarios will pay off very well, yeah, and can get a company profitable quickly, yeah. And that's why we will now choose furniture, yeah. So this means logic. We will now go to the stock exchange. Must be under consumer, I guess. Logic. Yeah, currently the initial stock price for our companies, we know that from other scenarios, is always $10, and we will start to buy it now. Yeah, public shareholders own 45%. Yeah, so this, to get those stocks will be rather easy. Yeah, later we need to buy from some investors. This will probably be hard negotiations, but let's see. Yeah, so for now we will buy already at the start 5% of it. Yeah. Buy. There it is, 5%. 5% does not make any difference. Yeah, we have now 5% of the shares of this company, Logic. Does not change anything. Yeah, it needs at least 50% of shares so that we gain control of the company, which practically in the game will not change anything. And 75%, and this is what we will aim for when we really gain control and can operationally run the company. And this is what we will do. So now, after a lot of talking and preparation, let's start the simulation for the first month. And this is January. Yeah. So now we will see already in our headquarter deposits. The deposits come to us. Yeah, through the bank branches. There are really quickly growing deposits, already 30 million now. 20 million, 36 million. And we also see in loans. Yeah, for now, we don't see loans, so it will take a time. Now we have the 1st of February and we could already gather some customer deposits. Yeah, we see here in the overview, we will not check in such detail each month, but for now let's check. Yeah, 57 million from local customers through the bank branches, but also corporations and game persons started to give us money. Yeah, in total 30 million. So also this is growing. So our B2B business is growing, and we can check it here, what is in the branches, and we can check what is in the headquarters. And we see that obviously Three Brothers, Revolver, and Radiate Star, they are our customers, and they are earning with the deposit now a small interest rate. Yeah, not sure if this really makes sense, but it happens. Yeah, as usually also corporations do that. What we see here already is that here for deposits, yeah, we have interest expensive, already 1.4 million, a little bit more than that. And the interest from loans is very, very low. Yeah, so only a few loans so far. Yeah, and we see here that the current loans to asset ratio is 2.4%, so very low. So the rust at the beginning, and of course the bank does has losses now in the start. Yeah, so all the operational costs, yeah, with this small gross profit will account for more than 2 million. And this means in the first month, unfortunately, that's how it is. Yeah, more than 2 million is lost. Yeah, but never mind, this will change quickly. But before we continue, yeah, let's check whether the competitors showed up. No competitors so far. We are the only ones with 4 branches, 100% market share. All good. All of the customers who want to give deposits to a bank will choose us. Now, let's also again look into each month now into our target company which we want to acquire. Yeah, and we see here that the stock, yeah, is a little bit cheaper now, 9.45. Yeah, so this means let's just simply buy more. Yeah? Let's increase our shares to 10%. That's it. And we see here that we actually have some gain now due to our own impact on the stock price, but this will change soon. Yeah. We will definitely not make money without taking over control and then bringing this to success, our furniture company. But for now, let's continue the simulation in February. And what we see here is still no competition in Hong Kong. Deposits increasing, yeah, every month. Money bringing their money. People bring their money to our bank branches in exchange for interest rates, which we will pay. No competition so far. One competitor is now showing up. Radiate Star, establish a bank branch. First one. Now we are in March, 2nd of March, and Round Petal also coming as a bank. Okay, interesting. So now what we see is we have the same interest rate, as the other banks. So what we will do to a little bit be more aggressive on the market, we will increase the interest rate only slightly, and potentially we will have a little bit better market position than our competitors. Also, what we see is the bank brand is for zero for all banks, so nothing to take care about now. And actually we are still in a loss, so we will not invest money into our brand for now. 2nd of March. So hopefully this will change soon, the situation. Let's check our current loans to asset ratio. This already changed a lot. It's now 50%. We are giving a lot of loans, and what we see is CCC and C is not borrowed. This credit rating is not enough for us. There's one here, probably one loan. I don't know, maybe it dropped from a higher credit rating to this category, but for sure we don't want this. The net interest margin, this is a spread between the loan interest, where the interest expenses for deposits is 1.6%. It's very low, but the bank will make money. You see this already with leveraging on the money. Leveraging on money from deposits and loans. Then the margin will, in absolute numbers, get very interesting for us in the future. Now in March, let's go again to check logic. The price is going down 8.85. So the company is not doing well, probably not really running some business or only having research and development set up. Let's check later. We will buy another 5% from public shareholders, like that. And let's check the logic company. They have one R&D center, and they are probably in this R&D center. Yes, they are investing into research and development of bed, which makes sense, as a furniture company wants to later sell furniture. Okay, let's continue with our simulation. We will go back to Hong Kong, check in our headquarters, how it goes. Competitors. Still only one bank branch each. Defaults, we now will see that defaults show up. Although we picked the customers with higher credit ratings and not the highly speculative one, almost bankrupt one. We see already some defaults. Although it's a high credit rating, it does not avoid completely the defaults. However, default rate is rather low now. So we see that we lost loan defaults. Losses are only 500,000. So this is okay now, 98%. This will unfortunately change, I'm sure. Especially when our economic state will not be expansion anymore. And people will probably lose a job, and have liquidity issues and then not pay back their loans. Let's see what happens. Interesting, and this is where most of us always struggle with, is the balance sheet and the bank capital ratio, the required bank capital ratio. The requirement is 7% from our central bank, and we are at 30%, so all is fine. 30%, how does it calculate? It calculates in the following: the equity capital, this is the transferred money to the bank from us, is 270. Why, by the way, it's not 276? Because we had some loss in our bank in the initial state. It still takes some time until we are profitable. So this means the equity capital decreased a little bit. And hopefully, and this is a good reason why we should not keep the state for very long. Hopefully we will end soon. At the same time, the loans to the customer increased. This is under assets. It's almost 1 billion already. More than 932 million. And if we divide those numbers, we come to almost 30%. So everything okay, nothing to do. For now. We will, beginning of April, of course, look into our target. Our target, Logic has a huge decrease in stock price, 6.78. So this means for us, let's buy more. Yeah, we will not take care of gains and losses for now, as our target is to take over control of the company and then bring it to success, and we will accept losses for now. Yeah, losses 30%, quite bad. Public shareholders, they will sell stocks to us. Now we invested already roughly 50 million, I think. Well, this will increase a lot. Now let's continue with our simulation. We have the 8th of April, 9th of April. What is our competition doing? They're not moving so much at the moment. Yeah? Our service quality is slowly increasing as we are investing into training. Brand rating is still 0, of course. No marketing now. Defaults, here we see how it increases slowly. Yeah, not much, but still slowly. 96% is still okay. The net loan income after losses, 97. Now we are in May. Let's pause the simulation for now and check our competition. Radius stand around battle. They now established a second branch in cities. And this means our market share is a little bit decreasing. However, we will keep everything like this. Let's first get profitable before we do something. And of course, as we are beginning of the next month, we will again check our target. Yeah, it's Logic. It's now 6.39. A little bit better. Let's buy another chunk of 5%. Now we have 25% already, half until we gain control, but only 1/3 until we can really do something with the company. Let's continue. Sometimes we will manage already in May to get profitable with our bank. Let's see. Yeah, why it is not profitable? Because in the beginning we first need to get a lot of money, deposits, to be able to give out loans. And secondly, we have training, high level of training at the moment. And this costs us money, so it takes a while until we earn enough from the spread between loan interest income and the interest expense from deposits. Now on 1st of June, it seems in May we were a little bit profitable. We already earned money first time now. Let's check the income statement. Yeah, it's right, 173K. Yeah, this is nothing, but it's a start. Yeah, so we are getting better. The operating expenses now have increased to 3 million. However, we have a gross profit also with more than 3 million. The losses we can see here in Czech, already 800K, almost 900K is lost because local customers did not pay back their loans. Not good, but still manageable as we are only picking the good customers. And by the way, just to check, for our own corporation, our corporate credit rating is CCC. So our company is currently in highly speculative range. Credit rating. So to ourselves, we would not give money. Any loans to ourselves, we would not do. Let's check later. When our money here gets so little, that we cannot continue to buy money from buy stocks from our target, Logic. It's now 5.66, so almost half of the initial stock price. Let's buy more. It's cheap now, 30%, and continue the simulation. After our income stabilized a little bit, and it's more than just 100, we will have money left over to invest into our brand. As we know, in our competition with the other brands, we need to increase the number of branches, we need to have a high interest rate, we need to increase the service quality and the brand rating, so to attract the local customers into our bank branches and let them put their money into the bank accounts in our bank to have the deposits, and later 80% of this to reloan to other customers. 1st of July, June went well, 500K already. So this means we can start to invest into brand rating now, without making losses. Let's do this in a minute. Let's also check the bank capital ratio. It's 11%, so still okay. And you see here also the reason why the bank has its own balance sheet. And this is not merged completely, just going into our corporate balance sheet, because there's a lot of assets and liabilities in this balance sheet. Yeah, we leverage on the spread between the interest rates, and therefore we need a lot. Yeah, and the spread is very little. 3 million assets already, 3 billion assets already. Yeah, let's now invest into our bank brand. Yeah, it will take a long time until our brand rating will go above 0%, as we have very big cities here with more than 4 million population. Yeah, which is good for potential customers for whatever business you have, but to get into the mind, into the awareness of the customer, this is very expensive. But still, we will start now. In Hong Kong, we will pick the newspaper publisher. We will invest now 100. We will go to London. In London, we will link to the radio station, 50. And the newspaper publisher, also 50. Frankfurt. This is at the beginning very little marketing budget. Yeah, this will be not enough in the long run, but we'll start now. Yeah, to invest into our brand. 100 at New York. $100 in the TV station. Okay, that's it for our bank business. And now our opportunistic investor will again check the logic 6.68. Let's buy more. Yeah, buy 5% more. Now 35% losses, as we had some cheap stock price, yeah, in the past month. Yeah, so the losses a little bit were compensated by this now. However, we don't care. Yeah, in the end, when we take control of the company, we will invest a lot of money into the business, make it successful, and try to bring the stock price to much higher values than this. Yeah, $10. This is not what we target. Of course, there's also risk associated with this. Yeah, so such things are risky. Yeah, still, as we all know, in capitalism, to every one of us, it happened once to go bankrupt. Yeah, also this can happen to a company we take over. Yeah, it's only one company which has all of our money. Now July continues. Let's check the competition. So our competitors are establishing more branches. Yeah, but still we are much ahead. The market share is more than 60%, which is nice. Yeah, good. It's 1st of August now. Yeah, still competition is not too aggressive at the moment. We now see still a good bank capital ratio, all fine. The income statement says 800K operating profit. Yeah, we are growing good. Yeah, the economic state is expansion. A lot of customers come to us. They pay good loan rates. Yeah, so everything well. So we can already now again increase our marketing budget, and we will do so in each city. We will increase the marketing budget per branch, per city by 100. Yeah, Frankfurt also. Of course, we need to be careful. If we increase too quickly and we are not generating income, then this will hurt a lot our bank. Not only that we do losses and lose money at all, yeah, but also the capital requirements, yeah, will be an issue very, very quickly at the beginning. Radio station 100. Yeah, that's it. And now go back to back in our corporation, our opportunistic investor, and we'll buy more from Logic. And we see now 50 million. This is very little money. For now, it will be acceptable. We will buy another share of 5%. Now increase our own percentage is 40%. We are getting closer, right? Why don't we buy the company just in one day? Yeah, we can do this, but this needs even more money, as the stock price will, if you buy full 75% from the stock exchange from one company, the soon everyone else will get aware, right? And if someone gets aware that there's a takeover happening, then the stock price will increase a lot in just one day, and this will be very, very expensive. Therefore, we will do it in small steps, yeah, because this way we will save some money. Yeah, and we need to save money, as we need a lot of money very, very soon. You will see that. For now, let's check our banking business. Yeah, so 1 million operating profit, really working well now, I must say. Yeah, so this is a good scenario for now. Our competition, yeah, still a market share also almost 60%. This is all fine for now. Defaults are quite low. Yeah, above 90%. This is also good. Yeah, you can try by yourself. Mostly banking and finance DLC to also give loan to credit rating C, triple C and C, and try by yourself whether this makes sense or not. For me, it normally does not work out. And let's now, yeah, increase again the marketing budget. We will do this slowly. Why? Because there will be also months where things get bad. Yeah, the economic state will not be in favor with us, and this is when banks suffer. Yeah, and this is where we need a buffer in our income to not get into losses too quickly. Hong Kong, London, and of course Frankfurt. New York City. We will always distribute to different medias. And now with 5 million left in our corporate account, yeah, this will not be enough to buy more from Logic. And this means for the first time, we by ourselves will not only give loans through our bank, but also take loan and borrow money to finance this takeover of Logic. And there are different options how we can borrow money. We can simply borrow money from banks in the game. Yeah, and Radiate Star, Round Pedal, we know them already. Yeah, they would give us a loan. Actually, they have a good credit limit for us at the moment. Also, our interest rate it's not good. It's not good. Yeah. What we also can do is we can issue bonds. Yeah, the coupon rate of bonds is even worse. So I think a good deal would be to borrow money from our competitors. Of course, we will pay them interest rates, and this pays out in their income statement. But yeah, hopefully we will get this under control very quickly. We will borrow. Oh, it's too big. Let's borrow 20 million. Yeah, we are talking about huge amounts now. What we see here is the 20 million, the interest rate, the annual interest we need to pay. Yeah, it's a 5 years term. Yeah, so take some time until we have to pay back. Yeah, and we will pay back in latest 1995. Let's see. So with this 25k we have now, let's buy the 4.8% from the public shareholders. Yeah, and now we have 44.80%. Let's also now try to negotiate, as public shareholders will not sell us something because no public shareholder left. Yeah, we now need to negotiate with other persons, yeah, about their shares, and this will be very expensive, I can tell you. Let's check Lea. Yeah, Lea Nelson. What she wants, 12.7. Yeah, much higher than the actual. Get it. What about Andres? 13 even. Forget it. What about Leo? 13, forget it. Players seem to be fine. Yeah, 12. I accept. Okay, so now we increased. Oh, wow. What happened? We don't have enough money. That's the issue. So forget it for now. Let's buy less. Offer. Still not enough. Yeah, it's not enough. Yeah, we need to borrow more. Forget it. Let's go into financial actions, borrow money. You can also borrow from the other bank. Let's borrow again 20 million. Go to the stock exchange, and now let's try again to buy something from there. Yeah, I accept. 60 million. 49.8%. Yeah, good. Let's continue. September. What is our competition doing? Yeah, brand rating for all of us is 0. It's very expensive to increase it. Yeah, with such high population in the scenarios, service quality is much higher for us, and interest rate is higher. All have our branches in the financial statement. Let's see what after September we earn as income. We increased our marketing budget, so after a while, of course, it will be more difficult to have income as costs for, where do we see it? Advertising and PR increase. Now we are in October. Our operating profit is only 400K now, so we will leave everything like it is and keep it. Competitors are doing the same. Still market share above 50%. Default increased, yeah, but still acceptable in my view. And we will now work more on the hostile takeover of our target company, Logic. Again, this will be a little bit difficult with only 80 million on our bank account. So what we will do is we will again borrow money. So now the interest rate is 7.9. In the bond market, no, in the issue new bonds, it's also 7.9. Let's issue bonds. Yeah. This time we will take 50 million for 5 years. We will go into huge debt now to buy the other company. Yeah, this is where the risk comes from. And now let's negotiate. Lea maybe 1305. Get it. Leo 1314. Forget it. Andres 1296. Better. James 14. Forget it. Leo will not do this. Yeah. Andres, I think, was good. Yeah, let's buy it. Now, what happened? Leo, the original owner of the company, loses control of Logic. We have now more than 50%. But as we all know, in Capitalism Lab, this not really makes a difference in our gameplay, as we still are not able to really interfere with the company and do something about it. But let's see whether we can already set the brand strategy. No, not now. We can do nothing. What firms does it? One R&D center. Nothing. Not much happened. Let's simulate October. As we see, our income is a little bit fluctuating now. Our market share is a little bit decreasing, but still is more than half. Yeah, bank rating already at Star is increasing already. However, we will not put more into marketing expense, as we don't want to risk to get into loss again. October will be completed soon. And there we are, 1st of November. Yeah, our income is 600. Oh, it's good. Maybe we can a little bit increase marketing budget. Just a bit. Yeah, this is what I sometimes don't prefer, yeah, in the gameplay, this micromanagement of marketing, but it's required. It is like it is. London, Hong Kong. Yeah, we increased now Hong Kong more than once. Never mind. And now we still have money, 51 million. Let's buy more from Logic. Let's see what Lea thinks. 1388. Oh. Leo. 14. No. James. 15. No. Andres. 1398. Okay, let's accept. Now it gets more and more expensive. Yeah, I think they're expecting that I want to take full control of it. And of course, in this negotiation position, I'm a little bit worse. Yeah, and they will ask for higher prices now. But still, we have some gains. Yeah, due to the very low price we paid here when there was this dip in the chart. Yeah, still we have gains from our investment, so it's not too bad. Let's continue. November. Defaults still acceptable. loans growing. Now we are here in the current loans to asset ratio, and this is where we see if we want to grow in the bank, yeah, we cannot just simply on the one side give more loans and borrow or give money and loan money to customers. We also need to generate new deposits, because then only we are allowed to again, yeah, go a little bit up and take more from the deposits and give it out as loans. Yeah, and this is already now more than 3 billion. Yeah, the income is 300. Well, it's okay. We are still profitable, but we will see in the balance sheet now we're getting close to the required bank capital ratio. So very soon need to transfer funds, and this is when again our corporation needs to somehow find a way to get money. Yeah. But for now, we will simply do the following. We will continue to buy Logic. What about Leia? 15. Forget it. It's so expensive now already. 16. Leo. James. 17. Andres. The rest. 15. I accept. We need more money. Financial actions. Bonds. Coupon rate 7.9. Loan. Also. Yeah, we have a high credit limit with Radiate Star. Yeah. Let's borrow more money from them. And this money we will use to buy from Leia. Now we have 67. Now we are getting closer to what we want to achieve. December. Competition, yeah, gets a little bit more aggressive. Now 5 branches already. Let's check. The customer waiting time is 14, which is okay. Yeah, we have a very high staff skill level, so this means the quality of service is also higher. Yeah, and in Frankfurt even our brand rating improves. So the year is almost over. Christmas is over. 1st of January 1991. And what happened? Yeah, it happened, unfortunately, that in December we ran into loss. Yeah, we will now ignore it for now. Yeah, hopefully it only happens 1 month. Otherwise, we need to reduce expense and somehow, therefore, get profitable again. Yeah, we see our equity capital is now a little bit lower to the losses. Bank capital ratio is fine. And we need again money from somewhere. Maybe issue new bonds. I think we will transfer funds. We will also, yeah. Let's issue new bonds. Yeah. High debt. Going into more debt and more debt all the time. Logic. Yeah, let's try to get the from Leia. Yeah, what she has. 14. Yeah, I accept. And what about buying more? Let's complete the transaction. This is good. 1st of January. It's a good day to do so. Let's ask Leo. Let's buy exactly what we need. Yeah, and now very expensive, but we bought the company. Logic is now operationally also under our control. We see this now. When we want to do something, we can turn to Logic and do something. Logic seems like did something. We will check this out now. So let's now first take some time and give instructions to our new company, which we own. Yeah, we give instructions to the corporation, to our subsidiary, to bring it to success. Yeah, as we are convinced that we know how to do it, right? So first of all, let's again set up a headquarter. Let's check this one. Put it here. Add all the departments for Logic. The expertise is furniture. Yeah, so we will set up a furniture business for this one. Training level maximum 2 firms, seems to be R&D. Let's check later. This we don't need. CEO, detail CEO. The CEO expertise is furniture IT and marketing, which is also good. So we probably will just simply not need a CMO for now. That's good. This will be cheaper for us. Yeah, and he will not be, yeah, okay, backward integration maximum, yeah, with backward integration, vertical integration strategy, we will earn more money. May expand into retail, production, R&D, but not media, bank, estate, or insurance. Scope of production only furniture, please. Management policies, a little bit go into market share. This is higher growth. And look for better supplies, look for better products from own, always enable, supersedes, prefer ordering from own, yes. And financial change, yeah, this is okay. Issue new shares, no. Close down, no. Liquidate, no, not at all. Yeah. And also, very important, 2 more things to be done. Not only control your CEO, also be sure to, I will set the dividend. Otherwise, the CEO may set a dividend payment, and the money you have, yeah, will take the money and give to shareholders. Luckily, we are the biggest one, but still, yeah, I would say don't let them do it. And for corporate details, of course, the brand, yeah, this is important. Unique brand, I think, is for such of a strategy not the right thing. Range brand comes with some synergies, yeah, when we invest into the brand of a product class, yeah, also other products of the product class will have the same brand and also benefit from the investments in the brand we made. The corporation of Logic has a headquarter and an R&D center, and we know that about 3 years. Yeah. Does it make sense? I don't know. We will also, for sure, will after a while also in the product class. Yeah, let's check. Yeah, chair and sofa. We will also sell it. So let's for Logic as they have more money. Yeah. No. Let's change the view. This is Logic. Let's also establish R&D centers. Set them up all here. Yeah. Start R&D also with sofa. Like this. 1 year. And R&D for chair. Here, like this. Good. That's it. And now let's invest into the business. Yeah. So the CEO so far did only research and development and is waiting for bed to increase a lot. We will need for furniture what? Wood, timber. Yeah. Let's find a timber site, a good one. Timber. Quality is important. Why is quality important? Let me show you 1 second. Yeah, furniture, bed. This is what we will start with. Always a good choice if you start a corporation in Capitalism Lab. Selling bed will be a good strategy to earn initially money. Yeah, before going into the complicated stuff like technology or so. Yeah, and here we see that timber is the input material, and timber raw material quality accounts for 50% of the overall product quality. So we need to look for something which has high quality. So timber 82. 53. What do we have in London? 78. $72 in New York, Hong Kong. So it's either 82 for 52 million or London 78. 78 and 82 is very close. Yeah, it does not really matter. Yeah, it's only very small difference. However, as we know, furniture is expensive to transport, and it's not easy to transport from Hong Kong to other cities in US and Europe. We will not set it up in Hong Kong. Hong Kong is far away from everything, yeah, but London is close to Frankfurt. So maybe it's worth to later, yeah, whatever we produce in London, we will later also transport to Frankfurt and sell there. Yeah, I think this makes sense. And now we will use our expertise we have on how to establish a business to make and bring Logic now to success. Yeah, first of all, log timber, put it into a warehouse. It must be very close. Input, storage, output. The warehouse will serve as buffer for timber. but also will distribute to all the factories we will establish. Yeah, like this. And now, as we have timber, let's also set up a factory, big one, right here, and produce bed. For bed, only one input material. Therefore, I will choose the following layout of the factory. Yeah, we will be a little bit busy with ramping up business. The CEO will take over for sure after a while and do all the micromanagement, but we need to give it a head start. Timber. Yeah, and now we need to set manufacturing to bed. Yeah, could also do tissues, but don't do tissues. Or paper if you don't need to in the beginning, especially. There it is. Our first bed is produced. We need to reduce the price as we want to have control on the margin. Somewhere else in the banking and finance DLC, yeah, there's the good option that in warehouses we can add floors. Yeah, it's in the subsidiary DLC. We can add floors to retail stores. In the banking and finance DLC, we can add stores to warehouses. Very nice feature, not so expensive. Same as not so expensive as setting up a completely new one. Bed, please store bed here. Yes. Also here, decrease the price to $100. And now let's sell it. Let's sell it in a furniture store in London first. Why London? Because transportation is very expensive. You will see just within the city, it will be already cost us a lot of money. And this is loss. Yeah, transport money is gone. Yeah, we will not get it back at all. And it will not add quality to the product or anything. So where is our furniture store? Furniture store. Let's find a good place. Now, interestingly, you can use a little bit of synergies, right? So our bank branch is working very well, high market share, so a lot of customer traffic. So why not establishing it here? Just where there's a huge customer traffic. 40, this is not good. 49, 58. Yes. Now I think I have a user-defined one for bed. Yes, we purchase bed from the warehouse. And sell it. Advertisement, we will leave to the CEO. Yeah. Also the pricing, we will leave to the CEO. We gave instructions to a little bit more focus on gaining market share than having high margin. The rest we will leave with the person. Yeah. And hopefully earn money. So as we see that we have a good margin, yeah, that's why we took bed, yeah, and transport cost, where transport cost. I think it's worth, yeah, to also set up a furniture store in London, not in London, in Frankfurt. It's not far away from London. It's probably not so expensive. So we go to Frankfurt now. It's a smaller city, so for sure we will not sell as much as in London. Retail store. Furniture store. Also here next to our bank branch is always something which is interesting and good. But here better. 48, 56, 51, 53. Like this. Bed. Not the current city, but all cities. Get it and sell it. There it is. Yeah, high freight cost, yeah, but still, I guess there will be a margin. Yes, there will be a margin. Unfortunately, it will take a long time until our bed quality will increase, yeah, because our CEO decided to do a 3 years R&D project, so it will take time. It's not good. Probably we will have sold the company already before this completes, but never mind. Let's run a little bit further the simulation. Let's see what happens. Yeah, bed is sold now. He stopped. he stopped to buy. I don't know. I don't care. Yeah, so the CEOs decided to stop getting this from London. We don't care. As much as we soon will get into, we get the random income. So this is working here. We are not setting a lot. Why? Because the price is high. Yeah, it's too high. Maybe we should do this in the beginning, yeah, because our CEO is not smart enough. Let's go in the headquarter. Tell him what he's allowed to do. Change, no expansion. Yeah, we cannot. No, we cannot change this. No, never mind. He will do it. And also, this month we will check how it goes with our bank. We have 300k as income, which is good. We have in a balance sheet still a bank capital ratio above. Yeah, so that's fine. The competition is eating up something. It's a little bit of our market share. But however, we will not take countermeasures for now as we don't want to get into losses. Yeah, as probably the competitors are now at the moment. And let's rather look into how we can in London, right? In London. This is the furniture store. The price. So actually the strategy which I choose usually is some kind of penetration pricing. Yeah, very low price, yeah, to get market share like this. And then customers will start buying it. Yeah. And what we can do is to improve the situation, make it easier for us. Oh, in the headquarters, we can give him other instructions. We can give him the instruction that he focuses on a lot of maximizing market share. Maybe this would help. Yeah. Continue, please. London. Yeah, now I think it's better. Yeah. With this price, yeah, now it works. Now we are selling. In February, it looks better. Yeah, let's observe. Let's also check. It's 1st of March already. Let's check our bank. Competition is okay. Financial income statement 500 is okay. Let's wait one more month and then invest more into our brand as we are here already lagging behind Radiant Star. What we can do is we can check whether it's worth to put more money in Logic. Logic, it's $9. No, let's not do it. It's too high. Let's keep everything like this. Instead, furniture. Furniture means we can also go with chair and sofa. Sofa is, I think, interesting. This sewing month is February, just gone. Yeah. Unfortunately, is cotton available on the market? It's available on the market. Leather we can produce in a farm. Yeah, let's do that. So let's produce leather. Let's produce leather in London. Cash will not be enough. So let's already now look for options, financial actions, logic, borrow loan, double C, 10% interest rate. Thanks to the central bank increasing this is what happens. Yeah, this is also a macro simulation, macroeconomic simulation. The central bank increased the interest rate, and this also means that everything gets more expensive if you want to borrow money. 10% now. What about bonds? 9.4%. So let's take this one. Oh, this is too much. Five years, 50 million. Yeah. Let's set up now a farm. Large one. Oh, it must not be so close. A farm with livestock raising, livestock processing. and selling livestock, cattle. Leather, leather, leather. There it is. Let's make it a little bit cheaper. Go into the warehouse. Input, store, output. Input, leather. There it is. Like this. What we will also do, I think we will not, what we can do is here, we can squeeze in also cotton. And cotton, let's check. All suppliers, all cities, only one seaport. There it is. Now we have cotton. Yeah, and now we can produce a sofa. What about our timber supply? Let's check. Yeah, will be hard, yeah. Yeah, let's see. Let's set up a factory, a large one. Here, 3 input materials. This is our layout. Most of it is in the sofa. Most of it is timber. Timber. Let's get timber. Purchase also cotton and leather. This makes a sofa. That is. Reduce the price. Maybe to this. Warehouse is full. Let's build another one. Now things get expensive. Input, store, output. Sofa is here. There it is. And let's sell it in London in the furniture store. Again, since we have the subsidiary DLC activated, yeah, we can now add a new floor in the furniture store. And here we can sell sofa. This sofa. Let's, okay. Add this. Yeah, there it is. Let's see. Pricing is too high. We will help the CEO a little bit to get to the idea how to manage this. Yeah. Penetration pricing means going with a low price, yeah, to compensate for low brand rating still, yeah, and lower quality, as research and development still takes some time. Yeah, 1st of April now, and let's see. For bad already, we are, yeah, that's good. Our sales is already, what we can do is, we can add another. Yeah, like this. So we need to check our bank. Yeah, our bank has now brand rating 1, so catching up. Very good. What about the income? Income is 700. Very good. We can invest a little bit more in our brand, I think. What about the ratio? Is also fine, yeah, just a little bit above it, but it's still fine. Let's also check logic. Stock price is decreasing at the moment. Yeah, because it's not profitable at the moment. This will change soon. We want to invest a little bit into still our brand rating. We will increase here 50k. London 50k. Frankfurt. Where's our bank branch? Here. Here it is. 50k New York City. $50k. So what we did in Frankfurt, we have a furniture store. Let's see what. Ah, he's selling it now. Sofa. Who's the supplier? Ourselves. This also ourselves. Okay, good. So now let's return to London. Check how it's going. So we are selling more bed. We are selling a sofa. Everything is increasing. Revenue is already more than 3 million. I think soon we will earn some money. Yeah, so let's check for the chair what we need to do. The chair. For the chair, we need linen and cotton. So cotton, we know already. We need to buy from Seaport, as sewing month February takes a long time. I don't want to wait. Linen, flax, sewing month is August. Why not? Why not do it by ourselves? And linen is not available anyway. Yeah, so flax fiber. Let's set up a farm. Otherwise, we will forget, I think. For logic, is this enough money still? Let's check. It's enough money. Crop growing. And sales. And we will grow flax fiber. This will be our input material to produce linen. What is the impact of the quality of linen on our chair? Yeah, let's investigate. So linen is only 5 lbs quality, 10% raw material. Yeah, does it make sense to invest into quality of linen? Why not, right? Why not? By the way, just as a side note, scenario special rule unusable. Our main corporation, our holding company, I set all products to not usable in the script. Yeah, this means that in our scenario, we are not able to produce anything with the main corporation. Yeah, so there will be not at all be even the option. Yeah, we decided to not do it, but we also cannot do it. Yeah, so we need to buy other companies before we are able to also produce something with them. This we are doing now is logic. Linen, yeah, let's do this in Hong Kong. We will here build a new R&D center. Is the money still enough? It's enough. Is this enough? Yeah, also this is enough. Research rounds, linen. Here it is. 1 year. Okay, good. Soon it will run out of cash. Let's think of how to raise. Yeah, financial logic C. By the way, our own corporation has already bond credit rating B. Yeah, so it's improved. Yeah. Slowly, investors get more confident that we know what we are doing. This is really good. 10% still. That's not good. Issue new bonds. Coupon rate 11.3%. No, let's borrow money from one of our competitors. Credit limit for LP corporations 3K. Yeah, this is because we have a high level of safety. But Radiate Star, crazy guys. Yeah. Let's take 20 million to have some buffer. And let's continue simulating. While we are simulating, let's check in London our supply chain. So what we see is bed is available. Timber is also fine. Leather is okay. Cotton is okay. And here, sofa is also okay. Yeah, we're producing enough sofa. Seems to be 1st of May now. Company still struggling. For sure, it will take a while until this gets profitable. So we need to be a little bit patient. An opportunistic investor will usually, from what I know, 1 to 3 years for sure, up to 5 years, yeah, own the company or have a significant amount of shares in the company, trying to influence the business model so that it gets really good and efficient and profitable, and then start to sell after 3 to 5 years. So we have still time. Yeah, we just bought the company and setting it up. Logic. So it's 1st of May. We will always do the occasional check in Hong Kong of our bank headquarter. We have in our income statement 1 million operating profit. That's good. Yeah, we can think of something. Brand rating is slowly increasing. Our competitors already have double branches, and we cannot leave it like that, right? We are losing market share. We see this. Radiate Star is very aggressive, actually. And that's why we will now establish a new bank branch. It's expensive, but with 1 million operating profit, it might work. Let's check. In the overview, we see already customer waiting time is 22. Let's go to the city with the highest waiting time and there establish the bank. And for sure, it will be Hong Kong, London, or New York, as this has a very high population. This is 23. London, 23. Frankfurt, 23. New York, 21. Okay. Let's do in Hong Kong, somehow our headquarter, home city, yeah. LP Corporation this time. Bank branch. Where to set it? No space here, no space. 51, 48, 42. Let's pick this one in the CBD. Again, training budget, yeah, to increase in skill because customer waiting time will increase. Yeah, and we need to compensate with staff skill. Yeah, let's do this. Deposits at this branch. Yeah, so customers are coming. Competition is, we have no brand rating, yeah, but service quality is much better and higher. So now also we have 2 branches in the city. Let's see how the month goes. We will go back now to Logic. Logic has in London, is producing in London so far and bad. Yeah. Let's move on with the simulation. For now, it will take a while. Okay. Giving the significant growth in profits under my leadership, 16 million. So the CEO of our subsidiary is not anymore, does not want to work for free. Yeah. Then your salary was 0. And now it's the CEO is asking for money, 60 million. I think it's a lot, but what can we do? Yeah, we agree. He is bringing furniture expertise into our company, so this is worth the money. So let's keep it. We are now in the area where we have a lot of losses. Why? Because the company also needs to set up its own brand. Yeah, and we see this if you look into the furniture store. There's a huge budget, yeah, for advertisement. Our CEO is managing this, but still also what we see is bed sells very well. Let's check. Yeah, so very profitable. Still, we have not 100% market share because our sales units are selling what they can sell, capacity fully used. I think we need to open another. Yeah, we need to open another furniture store. Let's do that in London. The money will not be enough. Again, we will ask someone to give us money, but this will be, yeah, for the growth, this will make sense. Currently, we don't have, corporate credit rating is in D. D is default, yeah. I don't know why this happens from time to time. Corporate credit rating is default, probably because we made so much losses. So actually, we cannot get money from banks, yeah, but on the bond market, I think always something is going, yeah. Issue new bonds, very high coupon rate. So let's be careful. Let's just take 20 million, issue now. Retail store, no, logic, retail store, furniture store. Hi. Furniture store, where to put it? 42, 39. Yeah, probably one which is not so expensive, this one. We will already give our layout for bed first. I think we also need to buy a factory and sofa. Seems that, this was an error. What happened so far? We are playing the banking and finance DLC and the subsidiary DLC. So what we have a main corporation, our LP corporation, which has a bank, which is running a bank in Hong Kong. We see here, the bank is operational since now 1.5 years. Yeah, and we have already operating profit of 1 million due to a huge amount of deposits from our customers, more than 4 billion, but also the loans we give to other customers. We decided to do it rather conservatively. We set the credit rating, loans giving to customers with credit rating that CCC or C, which is highly speculative, yeah, and highly risky. Yeah, we set to 0%, so we are not allowing it. This means that our net interest margin, so the margin between what we earn from loans and what we pay for interest rate expenses for deposits from customers, is not so high, but it's rather safe, right? No matter if we run into an economic state which is more problematic than expansion at the moment, the default rate will be acceptable and we will not have such high losses. The competition is high. Yeah, we have 2 other corporations going into banking. However, we are quite well. Yeah, 41% market share, already income of more than 1 million. This is fine. Yeah, and we also decided to, secondly, not only run a bank but also to invest into other companies. And we, as LP Corporation, we also invested into another company. This is Logic. We took it over the stock market. We bought 75% of the shares of Logic. Logic has high expertise. You can see it here in the headquarters with the CEO. High expertise in furniture. Therefore, we decided on purpose to also go into the furniture business and help the company to be successful. At the moment, we are still setting up the business, and this is where we are. And what happened so far? We are setting up the furniture business for Logic, our subsidiary. We want to bring it to success, and after it is successful, yeah, generates income, is very profitable, stock price will increase a lot, yeah, and we will, as an opportunistic investor, sell it again on the stock market. We will sell it for a much higher price, and this way, with our investment, make a lot of money for our holding company. And this is what we will continue now. In London, our subsidiary is logging timber, producing bed, and is also producing sofas. Yeah, and soon we'll also produce chairs, but this will take a while until we have the necessary input products. Yeah, flex fiber. Yeah, it takes now about 1 year until we have it. Yeah, to produce chairs, but for bed and sofa, it's already working. And we see that the demand is for sofa, when we check the supply chain, the demand is now higher than what we produce. So actually what we need to do, we need to establish new factories. I think we don't have enough money. So again, we will do something which is very expensive in our current state. With a low credit rating, we will still get more money to invest into our business because we think that we are able to get the money back. So bad. Let's double check for bad. I think it's still fine, right? We have bad in stock and storage, so let's keep it for now. But for sure, for sofa, yeah, we need to duplicate. There's a nice feature here, duplicate firm. I've been playing the game since many years. Yeah. Question is, how long have you been playing the game? I've played it probably for 10 years or more. Yeah. Sometimes I skipped it for a couple of years, but I'm playing this for a long time. I started playing it, I think, with Capitalism Plus. Then there was a next version, Capitalism 2. And then based on Capitalism 2, the software vendor developed Capitalism Lab. And I think since many years, I don't know how long, but since many years, Capitalism Lab is expanded by DLCs and new features in the base game. And since then, I'm playing it. Let's put it here. And of course, this helps, yeah, to have some experience with this game for now many years, yeah. When we create a holding company and we're investing into other business models, yeah, and ramping them up, it helps if we have done this already once before. You're playing for 10 years now. I've been playing for 10 years now. Yeah, that's a long time too, yeah. So I think you also have a lot of experience in this. What is your favorite business model? Technology company or automobile manufacturers, or what are you preferring? This is where we have the sofa. We will, of course, link it here in our warehouse. Link. Where is it? It's here. Banking. Okay, interesting. Then you can maybe, from your position, give some hints, yeah? And tell me whether we do everything right with banking. Input is sofa. Yeah, this works now. So we have a second factory for production of sofa. One thing to check at the moment, what we see here, not here, here, is that we are buying cotton from a seaport. Yeah, and we could also produce it by ourselves following the vertical integration strategy. Cotton, let's check. Cotton, sowing month is February, gone. Yeah, so not interesting for now. Let's see whether this works already for so far. Yeah, it's kind of stabilizing. I think we need to check again after a while. Still, we are investing a lot of money into our brand. That's why we have such huge losses in this company. It's 1st of July. Let's check our bank headquarters. It's here. We have an operating profit of 200 in the last month, 200K. Yeah, we established a new bank branch. This costs money and for sure eating up some of our income. But I think as long as we make profit, this is fine for now. Let's continue. July. Yeah, congratulations. So sofa supply is better now. It's even exceeding demand, so it's fine. Let's check the stores of Logic. Only selling sofa now. CEO changed a little bit the setup. Okay, interesting. Other branch. I believe that it would be better to sell more bed, but never mind. We also have a furniture store in Frankfurt. Let's see what happens there. In Frankfurt, we are also selling sofa. Yeah, and building up the brand. Soon it will be 99 or 100, and then the advertisement budget will go down, and this means that we will be hopefully profitable by then. One time I accidentally sold over 50% of my company, and an insurance company purchased the rest of the shares and they took me over. Yeah, this can happen, especially if you're profitable and others get interested in you. And this, yeah. Therefore, I never touch it actually. Yeah, I never touch my my share. Yeah, I leave my holding company as it is. Yeah, and only will play around with other companies. And the other company we invested, you see this here, yeah, LP Corporation invested in Logic, 75%, so that we can operate the company. And we see that there are some, yeah, now the stock price goes up a little bit, probably. Yeah, we are at a turning point very soon. Let's see. It's complete July 1991. Here we are, 1st of August. Bank is, yeah, now in operating profit, 500K. I expect it soon here in the balance. Yeah, the bank capital ratio is now below the requirement. It's still fine, yeah, but soon the game will ask us to put more money into our bank. The competition is also doing not bad, but however, we are still better. Let's keep it like that. We will now check again in London the supply chain of our subsidiary. So far is working. That is still fine. What about leather? It's fine. Cotton is fine. Timber's fine. Everything fine. The supply chain works. And the revenue is increasing and increasing. And actually we are now probably at the turning point and will soon reach break even, as I see here already. That our retail furniture stores generate more revenue than we actually have as expense. Yeah, we see it here already. We're still investing into our brand. It's 88 now, so still needs a lot of money to come to the highest rating. We asked the CEO to bring it up to the highest rating, so to have a safe buffer against competition in our overall product rating. Now, 1st of September, we will again do what we do every month. We will check in Hong Kong. Financial statement, income statement, 300K. This is fine. It is hard trying to find a person that is actually playing the game. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I found some other YouTubers playing the game, but not so much. Only for one playthrough or so. I never found someone streaming on Twitch, but maybe this changes in the future. I think that the user interface of the game probably is in current times not so attractive and attracting so many users. However, the depth of the game is really huge. Yeah, with all the DLCs, with all the options you have, it's really close and a lot of interesting scenarios can be played. So already I have a couple of videos on YouTube with different industries, yeah, and tried out different things. And we have already built up many different corporations. So for now, it will be banking. We will continue the simulation for now. We will go back, yeah, bank is okay. We will go back to London and check us what is happening here, because London, this must London must make it. Yeah, London must bring all the profit into our subsidiary, and it's happening now. Yeah, we see it the first time. Yeah, there's some green pixels, so this means that finally we are improving and we are generating profits in Logic. We are in October now. Let's check the other furniture store. Selling sofa. Only selling sofa. What about... I think the store should also start selling bed. Yeah, let's set it up. We have one floor left. While October is running, let's go back to Hong Kong and check. Operating profit 600k. So I think soon we will be in the situation that we can set up another branch. Yeah, we are again, yeah. Competition has double branches. Your bank's capital ratio is too low. This now happened what we already expected for a long time. The bank capital ratio is so much below the required bank capital ratio from our central bank that we are asked to transfer funds. We will probably not have enough funds. 20 million we need to transfer. Let's see. I think this is everything we have. Yeah, that's everything we have in LP Corporation. Yeah. So what we do now is, you have run out of cash, we will borrow money. We will not issue new shares because then we will probably lose control of our company. We will borrow money. The LP Corporation corporate credit rating is now B. Yeah, it improved from, I think, CCC and C and everything we had. Yeah, but now it's B. So it will be fine to get more money from probably one of the banks. So the new loan interest rate at the moment is 8%, quite high. And when we issue new bonds, it's 7% coupon rate. Oh, let's do that. What do we need? Maybe 50 million. So we will inject more money into our bank. Let's take 50 million. For now. And continue. It's November now. How did we do in... How did it go? Here, income statement, 700k. Good. I think we should balance sheet 6 money. We should transfer more funds. Let's transfer another 20. Yeah, now we are left above the requirement. And we will go to London and check further progress with simulation and check here whether great, whether everything is fine in the supply chain. I think, yeah, what we see here is for bed, we should add another factory. We have a lot of money currently, and this money will get more now with being profitable. Bed, duplicate firm. Let's put it here. Sales. Another input. Link to. Not sure how it is linked from the CEO already. This must be factory number. No, bad. This one, 4. Soon the supply should be secured. Flex fiber is still growing. And just to remember ourselves, cotton, we want to also grow cotton. It's in February. Yeah, we're still November, so still some time. And for the sofa also, the demand is now higher than what we produce. Also for the sofa, we can add another factory. But let's check whether it's the reason is that, yeah, manufacturing, timber is fine. Yeah, okay. We will add another sofa factory. Duplicate firm, put it here. Here it is. Input. Link. Where's the new factory? Here it is. Yeah, this should work soon. December now. I always barely keep a majority stake because a lot of times individual investors always buy a lot of my shares and then my company always shoots up to 150 per share. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. When your company goes well, yeah, it's easy to get to those share prices. And this is what we try with Logic now. Yeah, the company which we bought in the stock market. At the moment, we are far away from this. Yeah, so the stock price is 5. Actually, it's so cheap. Yeah, we might think of buying more. So to sell with higher, yeah, let's buy more. Highly risky thing, but let's do this for now. Probably Leo will, yeah, Leo sold out a little bit. So 10th of December. How is it going? We are selling more and more. Do we have almost 100% market share already? Bad. And how is it going for so far? Also almost. Yeah, that's good. Seems to be good. Now we are in the year 1992. We are profitable with Logic. This is good. We will expand it further. We will go back to Hong Kong for now and check our bank. Our bank is, again, in operating profit more than 1 million. This means we can open another bank branch. Our competition is constantly doing this. Our bank capital ratio is again dropping. More funds need to be transferred, but we will do this later. Let's check where the waiting time is high. So here in Hong Kong, it must be okay. 41 in this branch. There's another one. 10. London. 41. Frankfurt. 41. New York City. 37. Let's establish a new one in London. 42, 42, 61, this is interesting. And training maximum. Yeah. Now let's continue. Back to how many defaults do you have? Yeah, let's check defaults. Very good point. Yeah, I hope not so much defaults. Yeah, it's growing. It's growing. And though we excluded C and triple C credit rating, it's still growing at the moment. We are now falling below 80% here in the net loan income after losses. But I think it's still fine as in our income statement, we see that our gross profit is high enough. Yeah, we have above 1% in double B category. Maybe we can check with the competition how it goes with Radiate Star. I think they are more aggressive. Yes, they are more aggressive. And I don't understand this. Yeah, they are more aggressive. They are also granting loans with lower credit rating, but still in total, they have similar defaults, but it's a little bit higher in absolute figures. Yeah. Yeah. This is how it is. Strangely, almost every single time I've played the game, I've never gotten default. That's interesting. This I don't understand. I've never experienced it. I always have defaults, always. I don't know, maybe there's a game setting which influences this behavior, but I'm not aware and don't know which one. Let's go to London again and see how our supply chain works. Bed is fine. Sofa is fine. One thing we almost forgot. We wanted to grow cotton as it's sowing month in February. Let's do that. Logic has enough money for now. We will build a farm again here. And we will grow crop. Grow a crop, and this will be cotton. Like this. Yeah, this works. How about our other farms? This will take some time. Leather. There's a huge and high demand for leather. I think we need to... Is it making profit? It's making profit. Let's add another. Let's duplicate this one to make sure that this will not be a bottleneck. Like this. Input, output, link, leather, like this. Okay, we need to transfer again. We need to transfer funds. We don't have enough cash. Let's ask someone to give us the cash. Borrow money from bank. Credit rating is B. Yeah. Loan interest rate is 8.15. Bond is 7.1. So it's better. Yeah. Another time 50. And let's transfer more. Let's transfer 30. So our bank capital ratio is green again. Okay, that's fine. We will go back to London and check our supply chain. So far is fine. But then I noticed that when I merge with other banks, my default went lower. I don't know, maybe you could try it. Yeah, maybe I can try it. I will not try it in this session, as this one I will close soon, but maybe I will try offline and then come up with the reply. Yeah, let's see. So it means that when I merge with other banks, my default went lower. I don't know. Yeah, I think something is strange about defaults. Actually, I really believe something is strange. Maybe I will inform Enlight Software about it, that the behavior is strange. Yeah, this is one more point which I don't understand why after you have merged, why this works. I will give feedback. Maybe we'll find out. Yeah, I'm not sure. Either I have not understood it, possible, or maybe the simulation is not accurate. So let's check in Hong Kong. Our financial statement of our bank. Yeah, we are profit, fine. In London, our furniture stores are selling well. So also this one is selling well. We are now reaching more or less market saturation. Yeah, so almost all the market is belonging to us for bed and sofa. This means we don't need to produce more bed and sofa. We just make sure that the supply chain still works, which is the case so far. This is still not there. We need to restructure a supply chain when the farms get ready with the crops and provide them. Also, we will produce chairs soon. Let's move on with March. Yeah, then flex fiber will be available. We'll produce linen, and with the help of linen, we'll produce chairs, and we will have a new growth potential for furniture. Another product we can throw into the market. When is the next one? Oh, I don't know. I don't know when the next one is. I will be on next week. I will be on vacation. I will take 1 week of vacation, and then afterwards I will need to prepare some time to prepare for the next session, because I'm always trying to find an interesting scenario which we can play. This time it's bank. Yeah, maybe I will continue this scenario as we still have some stuff to do and try out. It will not be next week. It will be afterwards. I can put it into the schedule, yeah, and then you can check. I think I will end of next week. I will decide, yeah, what day I will stream next time, yeah, and I will put it in the schedule, and then you can check. It was always in Central European time, 11 o'clock until 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. So similar time, but I don't know the weekday yet. Now I think on 1st of April, flex fiber is available. Yes. We will first of all, let's keep an eye on our bank account. First of all, we will store everything which is grown on in our farm. So we have warehouse input and 2 output and a lot of storage. Like this. Link to flex fiber. Yeah, we can leave it like this. Now we will produce linen. We will establish a large factory. Let's put it, it's not very well structured here, but doesn't matter. A large factory. Linen is only produced 1. This means we will take this layout. We will purchase from a warehouse their linen. It is linen. Put it into a warehouse. That is. I think this is a little bit too expensive, so like this. And now we need a factory for chairs. Huge investments now coming up again. Chairs, where do we set it? Here. Chairs come with 3. Timber, cotton, linen. Fine. And we need most for chair and timber. Surprise. And we need cotton. And we need linen. This will make the chair. There it is. Do we have space here? Yeah, here's another floor. Input, storage, output. Yeah. Here it is. Now it's in our warehouse. And we can sell it. Let's check where we have space. Yeah, we don't have space here. We need to establish a new furniture store. Yeah, let's see whether we can afford it with 19 million. I think this works. In London. Retail store, furniture store. 45. 48. 39. 39. 36. 48. And let's sell the chair. There it is. Oh yeah, it sells well. It's a good quality. We did some research and development. The brand rating is already, as we took the range brand strategy, yeah, it's already very high. And with such a low price, of course, this will sell very, very well. Yeah, the price will be increased now by our CEO. Yeah, and I think we can already now, yeah, there will be huge growth. We can already now add another floor. Chair. And what we also see is, as our brand rating is now so high, we are getting really, really profitable now. We are earning a lot of money with our furniture business. This is what we actually wanted to achieve. Let's double check. Logic, still not where we want it to be, the share price, but never mind, we will work for it. The central bank increases the interest rate, so there's still increases. So this means our money gets more expensive. We need loans or borrow money, but also our bank business, and let's check it, will get more profitable as we can earn also more money with it. We have operating profit of almost 2 million. This means we can establish another bank branch. Customer waiting time is going down due to new branches. This is good. Branch rating is slowly increasing. We have 2 in Hong Kong. We have 2 in London. So let's check Frankfurt. Frankfurt 50, this is quite high. New York City is 45. So let's go here and establish a new. Do we have money? Important question, right? 40 million. I think we need to ask someone to give us money. What about 8.65 bonds? 7.65. I think that's better. Issue new bonds. And banking, finance, bank branch. Where to put it? Not so close. Maybe here. 53, 70. 70 is good. 70. Training. And that's it. This works. Let's also check. Can we go to the view headquarter? Defaults. Always similar. Financial, income, balance sheet. Yeah, let's inject more money. like this, and we see that the bank capital ratio is now high enough again. We have in our bank almost 6 billion in liabilities and more than 6 billion in assets. Very good. Now next, let's check how it's going with our chairs. Yeah, huge demand in the factory, but this does not mean a lot. Also huge demand here. So let's, Logic has some money. Maybe it's enough. Let's set up another factory. Duplicate like this. Input, output, link. Now the supply should improve. Is it improving? A little bit. Yeah, it's improving. Yeah, it's improving. Let's check the furniture store. This is selling chairs. Already half of the market is ours. Yeah, now it's going well. This farm is also making profit now, as we are storing everything here in a warehouse. Warehouse is having losses, but this is clear, yeah, as we are storing a lot, but consumption is good. Where's linen? Here. Yeah, this works. This is fine. No issues here. And share supply is also working now. Let's check the furniture store. Yeah, we are selling a lot of chairs. Probably we will just add another floor just to sell more chairs. Oh, okay. I think it should be chair. Okay, good. And we can now also check in Frankfurt. Let's pause the game for a minute. In Frankfurt, we also have a furniture store. So what is happening here? So it's selling bed and chair now. It's not really profitable. Still have sofa and capacity to sell chairs. Maybe we can ramp up a little bit. What about the brand rating? It's 98, so there will not be huge investments for now. Revenue is increasing. Probably this furniture store will get also profitable now. Hong Kong, let's check our bank. Our bank capital ratio is still again an issue. Income statement is good, 1 million. So soon I think we will establish another bank branch. Let's continue a little bit. So Logic is now working very, very well. Let's check here in the financial Logic. So this is now what happened. Yeah, since a couple of months, we earn a lot of money with Logic, and the stock price increased a lot. So I think we can, let's see. Yeah, it will still increase. And after a while, it will have increased so much that we are happy enough, yeah, to sell a few of our shares and use this as equity capital for our bank. But we will do not before cotton is working out. Oh, cotton is ready. Cotton is ready. This means we need another warehouse for logic. Here. Input, output, storage. This will be our storage for cotton. You must be careful. Take the farm, please. Here it is. Here it is. Cotton. And we can now stop. Here. We can stop purchase. We can here link this to our cotton warehouse, like this. Now we are also fully vertical integrated for sofa, chair, and for bed. What about our logging camp? Do we have enough timber? Yeah, it's getting, this will get a problem soon. I think we need more timber. The issue is that there's no timber in London. And this means that we need to now get it from somewhere else. And it will be expensive. It will be expensive to buy another logging camp, and it will be expensive to transport it from wherever to London. So we will wait a little bit until this happens. Bed is still in storage. Oops, sofa is in storage. Chair is very high demand. So let's buy another duplicate firm, another factory to produce chairs. Yeah, and that is input link. Yeah. Okay, there it is. We need to transfer funds. We only have 10 million. This means we need to get money for our corporation. Corporate credit rating is now BB. 7.25 and bond 6 months is better. Yeah. Issue now new bonds and transfer funds. Yeah. Like this, and continue the simulation. It's a pity that there's not another timber site in London. Yeah, I think the situation is improving now. Yeah, it's improving. Logic is now 42 and still increasing. Yeah, that's good. So our plan actually worked. Our plan worked that we invest and take over a company, Logic, bring it to success, and now the stock price is increasing so much, yeah, so that whenever we think it's reaching the top, almost the top, or we need money, we can sell it with huge gains. We see here already from the investment in Logic, what we did is we own a quantity of almost 20 million shares. We had an average cost of 10 per share, and we have a market price of 40. So 4 times the original price. This means when we sell everything, yeah, we have very, very high income, and this will help us to stabilize our credit bank capital requirement. I think we can sell more shares. We can even sell more. Yeah, and the problem is that we don't have enough timber. Yeah, though, of course, we have fully used our capacity in manufacturing. We see now that timber gets an issue. And this can only be resolved by getting a new timber site and adding more timber. So London is close to Frankfurt. Let's check in Frankfurt whether we are happy. 77, yes, we are happy. 40 should work. Let's buy a new timber site, natural resource, logging camp, like this. This will probably be not enough. Financial actions, logic. What do we have? Credit rating is B at the moment. 8.6 point, yeah. Issue, new bonds. Then start logging timber. We are still in a phase with our subsidiary to grow. And after we think that we have grown as much as we can, back to London. Input. Then we will sell everything. Hopefully this will help us now. To stabilize. You have run out of cash. This is... Yeah, let's sell some stocks. Let's sell some stocks from our original investment. We will only sell a very, 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 very tiny... like this. Yeah, we still own 75%, but we have generated some money for LP Corporation. Yeah, we are running into losses. Something is happening. Let's check. In Hong Kong. Income statement. This is fine, I think. Let's check corporation details, balance sheet, income statement. Yeah, so the interest rates of our loans and bonds are getting a little bit too much, yeah. Yeah, it's very, very high. Yeah, we have a lot of debt in our holding company. $360, and due to the medium credit rating, we are paying quite high. What we can do is we can think of maybe restructuring our debt. This is 7.9, and at the bond market Here we pay 6.7. So I think it's what we could do is we could issue new bonds and take some of the money to pay back our debt here. Let's be bold. Let's issue 100 million new bonds. That's too much. Let's issue exactly the 40 million. And then use it to pay back those. And also those. Repay. And repay. And this one will also repay. Okay, good. Repaid we took, so what did we do? We restructured our debt. We issued new bonds, yeah, which are more attractive for us at the moment with this coupon rate, and paid back the borrowed money from our competitor banks, yeah, to a little bit decrease, yeah, the interest rates we have to pay. At the moment, our bank is currently operating profit 2 million. This is fine. And now going to London. Timber situation is a little bit better. Yeah, it's a little bit better now. So now let's switch back to logic. Now being very profitable, and still stock price will increase. So I think we need to simply wait, yeah. And after a while, we will be ready to sell everything or a share of or parts of logic and start to invest in something new. Let's, before we close the session, decide what would be the next step in our portfolio. What we know is, besides furniture, also jewelry is something which works well. Yeah, in the beginning, we are still in the beginning, just 3 years in the third year. Let's look into jewelry, how the market is. Jewelry, here it is. So we have a little bit of retail competition in bracelets, gold ring and silver necklace. There's no competition at all. And it's coming from Frankfurt. Yeah, so gold ring would definitely make sense. And we need to find a company, a target company, which has expertise in jewelry. Let's check overview. I think it's still, yeah, with market cap. Corporate details. Let's start with the cheap ones. Is there one with jewelry expertise? Cosmetics, no. Drugs, no. Furniture, another one with furniture. Also interesting, but not active in the market. We could consolidate the market, but at the moment does not make sense, as this company is not really doing something. Tobacco, watch, food, computer. Photography, apparel, beverage, cosmetics. No jewelry, it seems. Yeah, then probably there's not a good opportunity and something else needs to be chosen. One option could be that we just buy one of those cheap companies and exchange the CEO for a CEO which has expertise in jewelry. Let's check its other persons who have expertise in jewelry. Industry, expertise, name, household. Here, jewelry. There are. Yeah, so we can either we just build a new subsidiary from scratch. Yeah, that's always possible. Yeah, or we buy a cheap one from the stock market and then exchange the CEO with the CEO with expertise in jewelry and then go ahead. Yeah, this is an option for the future. But first of all, we need to make our investment into money. So what would be the next step is to, after the price of the stocks have reached a level which we find acceptable, yeah, now it's 5 times higher than our initial investment, then we would sell significant part of it and will invest this into a new company. At the moment, the stock value is almost 1 billion. For our banking business, to also have a quick view and summary, we started successfully our banking business, I would say. We have an income statement where we have an operating profit since a long time now for 1 million per month. In last year, 19 million in total, and year to date already 2 million in the beginning of February. In the competition, we have a kind of acceptable position. We are not the leader, but we are almost the leader. We can catch up a little bit with investing into brand and branches. I think this profit will allow it. However, the challenge will be somehow the following. We need to still transfer a lot of funds. The bank capital ratio, the bank capital requirement is below 7%. So this means we still need to inject and transfer funds into it. Yeah. The challenge is, besides all the upsides, we have just seen, the challenge is that for our holding company, LP Corporation, all the debt we need to make for the investments into the bank, into our target company, which we acquired and brought to success now, we have quite a high debt now. And if we look into our income statement, we see that we are paying a lot of money for loan and bond interest. No. Let's go to our company. Here we see we are paying loan bond interests in last month only 2 million. And in last year, 24 million. Yeah, this is a lot. The net profit is still good. Yeah, as our shares price increased so much from our target company, but the liquidity is bad. Yeah, this is the challenge.